Yes, I do, at least to a certain extent. I do believe that young people have a great influence.
Έχουν γίνει μεγάλα βήματα προς αυτή τη συνεργασία. Έχουν βελτιωθεί πάρα πολύ οι σχέσεις και έχουμε κάνει πράγματα τα οποία πριν δεν θα υπήρχαν.
Улогата да се биде млад амбасадор е од голямо значење.
I totally agree that young people have important role as ambassadors.
Ако не можат по старите, тука се по младите. Ако не можат политичарите, тука се младите амбасадори. Велат живееме под исто небо и ќе направиме се да нема јазови меѓу земјите од соседството.
Yes, I do, at least to a certain extent. I do believe that young people have a great influence.
Οι νέοι έχουν πολύ σημαντικό ρόλο στη δημιουργία καλών σχέσεων μεταξύ των δύο κρατών.
Младите, како амбасадори, имаат значајна улога во соработката со млади од соседните земји.
Yes, I totally agree that young people have important role as ambassadors.
So my answer is yes, at least to a certain extent, mainly because I do think that young generations are the future of every nation. So with that said, I do believe that if these young people take even the smallest roles in cooperations right now, and that with time, as they gain experience, they will be able to take more influential roles. And I do believe that if we actually keep on being ambitious, and if we keep the cooperative mindset, I do think that with this young generation right now, I think that we can make changes and make more cooperations and make more collaborations between two neighboring countries.
Είτε οργανωμένα μέσω μιας πρωτοβουλίας, είτε εθελούσια και ανεπίσημα μέσω απλών σχέσεων και ανταλλαγής μεταξύ των δύο κρατών μπορεί να επιτευχθεί αυτή η σχέση συνεργασίας. Μία εκ των όνων πολιτική δεν θα είχε κανένα απολύτως αντίκρισμα άμα δεν υπήρχε η κινητοποίηση και η επιθυμία εκ μέρους των πολιτών. Και αυτό είναι περισσότερο δυνατό μέσω των νέων, διότι εκείνοι είναι που έχουν την ελευθερία του πνεύματος και την επιθυμία για επικοινωνία και επαφή.
Улогата да се биде млад амбасадор е од голямо значење поради тоа што младите амбасадори ги представуваат младите од земјата од каде што доаѓаат и ги поврзуваат со млади од другите земји. Обично младите амбасадори се гласот на младите и тие представуваат еден двигател и инспирација на позитивни промени кои што на неполитички, доброволен и енергичен начин се оние кои што градат пријателства со останатите млади од останатите земји.
Because no one can understand the youth problems and challenges better than one young person, that's why it's important for them to be part of the process involving.
So why I initially got involved with this organization in the first place was that I wanted to share my experience as a young person, as a young Macedonian who lives and studies in Greece. So I have been living here in Greece for quite a while now, and what I wanted to do was to share my experience so that maybe more young people can hear my stories, especially the group of people that I want to target are the ones that are thinking of studying abroad, and what I want to do with my role as a young ambassador is to maybe even make them just consider Greece as an option for studying, because Greece indeed has some very good universities in particular.
Ως πρεσβευτής των νέων μεταξύ των δύο χωρών στο πλαίσιο της πρωτοβουλίας Cooperation for Common Future, σκοπεύω να δείξω γιατί πιστεύω σε αυτή τη συνεργασία, τι ωφέλη μπορεί να φέρει μια συνεργασία και με ποιο τρόπο δύο κράτη τα οποία βρίσκονται και δύο λαοί τόσο κοντά μεταξύ τους δεν μπορούν πια να διαφέρουν και τόσο πολύ. Ποια είναι τα κοινά μεταξύ αυτών των δύο χωρών?
Мои следни чекори во следниот период се за споделување на најдобри практики со млади од соседството, да ја подигнеме свеста за соработката, да придонесеме за политички диалог на најразлични теми и да помогнам во зголемувањето на граѓанскиот активизам за прекогранична соработка, да работиме заедно за една подобра заедничка иднина.
Living for the last 6 years in Greece, I have the opportunities in the communications in both of the countries, and I will try to fill the gaps between the students in both of the countries, as well as promote the language and the culture.
To be quite honest, I do not see it changing a lot. I do see some minor improvements, or what we like to call baby steps, being made in these 2 years. However, I do think that these minor improvements are very important. And I do think that if these minor improvements happen actually right now, that in the future we can have bigger and greater collaborations and cooperations between the two countries. Especially, I mean collaborations and cooperations that involve multiple institutions. But if it's a personal motive on why you would like to collaborate as a Macedonian with somebody Greek, then I think that it has been possible, and I think that it is still possible, and it happens, and it has happened. So I do have a very optimistic point of view for the future, like for the relationship, for our relationship with Greece in the future. So I hope that I'm right.
Στα επόμενα 2 χρόνια πιστεύω ότι θα υπάρξει μεγάλη αλλαγή στη σχέση των δύο χωρών. Το έχω δει ήδη να γίνεται μπροστά μου εδώ και 2 χρόνια που συμμετέχω στην πρωτοβουλία Cooperation for a Common Future και μέσω της δράσης μου στη See in Action. Μπορώ να πω ότι πράγματα τα οποία σήμερα βλέπουμε ως αυτονόητα πριν από 2 χρόνια δεν ήταν αυτονόητα. Έχουν γίνει μεγάλα βήματα προς αυτή τη συνεργασία, έχουν βελτιωθεί πάρα πολύ οι σχέσεις και έχουμε κάνει πράγματα τα οποία πριν δεν θα υπήρχαν.
Во следните 2 години соработката помеѓу Република Северна Македонија и Грција ја гледам како една светла и убава иднина со изградени долгорочни односи и со зајакнати прекогранични партнерства.
2 years full of youth exchanges on educational level, knowing better the culture between the countries, as well as understanding that we are all under the same sky and nothing can divide us, for having the same treatment as France and Germany has in their bilateral collaboration.
Овие млади амбасадори преку примерот на Македонија и Грција покажуваат дека силата е кај нив за соседски пријателства. Стискаме палци и чекаме резултати.